falling apart. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double.
51 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Big ass. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check nickel. Check.
Now.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnson going to throw right side here, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now Johnson throwing on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give, running right is Mack. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 29. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. On first down, Mack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
5. Big river.
This a give to Mack running to the right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Greystone travel.
Here's Matt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-6. Pull it high.
Mike's by 4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Get it.
2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Out.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Sanders' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain, and of course he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular, not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. And 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cleveland.
61. Matchbox, right. He's checking. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Pilot 64, weak.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Go. Check. Ship. Seam 6. 52, right 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You draw quarters. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Johnson to throw on third down. That's incomplete, but there is hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them...
Good job declining that penalty.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play that time out of Chubb. 47 yards on the ground.
First down, Brown.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check. Hot. Protein spill. 2. Hey, watch the slant. 50, 20, go.
They run. Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I 7. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, let's get in that hole. Let's go.
Johnson now. A final shot before break. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ready. 52, right 52. Blue down, blue down. Switch, switch, switch. H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On the carry, it's Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's go now, let's go now.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Yes! He's coming in motion. I 7, let's go. 52, right 52. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
Here we go. Set. 50. Clear. Not today, you are. Not today. Go, go. Switch. Switch. Perfect. Mike 52. Mike 52. Time to go. Night, night.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Great job, man.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Here's Johnson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete on the slant route. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now Johnson operating from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1.
Nothing fancy.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Stepping up, he'll try and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Johnson on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Sit. Check a call. Check a call. Mike, race don't travel. Race don't travel. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. And go.
Throwing again. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, seam 6. 61, matchbox lights. Snap.
Here's Johnson operating from the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 31, check 31. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Now. I got it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let go.
From the gun, Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check three.
They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Check 9. Wide. Get wide.
Check it backer.
Chopper. Charlie. Ready.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Love. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our
Defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Dolphins, the great run they've been on continues.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah.
You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the...
Carlos, can you hear me? Carlos, can you hear me? Carlos. Okay. Okay. I want your little light skin on the mic. I just want to make sure you can hear me. You ain't gotta get it. You can get off. I want you to make sure you can hear me. Are you gonna push start? What you doing?
End zone for a touchback.
Come on.
On the double. Mike 52. All day, baby, all day.
Okay. Oh, look like
Starting
over.
the drive with a give to Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Do you?
But we just saw a great example
I don't think
of
he
what we
do.
talked about with his coach prior
I
to
don't
the
think he
game.
do.
He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34.
So we scared of who?
On third down, a run by Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down,
Why you go to the outside with a pussy wide open?
And he puts his head down and gets up
You need to close them legs, man. You better close them legs.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You better close them legs.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Are you going to waste some time again?
6 yards on that last play. Here's
yeah, you better close them legs.
They'll run here with Mack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Ooh. What the fuck is that?
Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football.
Did they hit the ground?
7-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Oh wow, they're not gonna review it or nothing. That shit is wow.
Their side of midfield at the 47.
Man, that shit was on the fucking ground, like for real.
He's got a first down and then some.
That shit weak as fuck.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief
damn
that they
8
do
out of
their
no
job.
damn 11.
They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They didn't know damn X Factor. There's only 2. What the hell you talk about?
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he's
Don't worry about my team. What about your own damn team?
Line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Ooh.
Right on the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
How they let you pick the ball off the ground? That shit's so weak.
Touchdown. As his guys are able to strike
And you still not gonna win.
this opening quarter. Point after, right
Still
down
not gonna
the middle.
win.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That shit was whack as fuck. Come on, nigga.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
What?
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Before the game, they were running the route.
Why do you throw the ball out of bounds like that? Like, nigga, wide open.
But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Come on. You gotta catch the ball, dude. You gotta catch the ball.
Covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw.
Yeah, give my pass. Yeah, give me that.
And that'll be incomplete.
Give my pass
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And the punt over the side in the air,
and
the spot will be inside the 35. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, Taylor.
These dudes are so fucking whack.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Mike 55. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go one more. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey,
Dude, stop wasting the damn clock like a pussy.
And that is
about to say.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oh, I'm going to waste the damn clock. Stop wasting the clock for. What do you want to waste the clock for?
That's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there.
You want to waste the clock.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Nigga, you that scary?
Incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and
Nigga,
inches.
you that scary? Nigga, you got to waste the clock. Nigga, you that scary? Nigga, that damn scary.
They'll set up to throw.
Of course. Of course. This nigga hold on to the ball. Of course.
The 40. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Back to throw now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed. Always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch twist. Watch twist. Let it go.
Second and 10. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Let me jump.
Touchdown.
He didn't even let me jump. Like, let me jump.
His guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able
Nigga
to extend that
didn't even let me jump.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
You're not even good.
Altering their game plan, whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him.
That shit whack as
fuck. You make sure you have
fuck.
more people in his general area.
I couldn't even jump. I couldn't jump. What you expect?
From throwing the ball to him.
Yes, I will. I couldn't jump.
Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
You sat there and see that? They didn't even let the nigga jump. Nigga couldn't even jump.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0.
God.
A second down pass play there, but
Who
it's
the fuck are you
incomplete.
throwing the ball to, dude? I had to get this nigga warmed up.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Johnson now operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor.
The whole team missing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
That's just so weak. You know it is.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
Whenever you play somebody else, so they know. Or they don't cheat when you get
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Whatever. You still may beat me more times than I beat you. We're going to see.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking to throw. Johnson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Check 26, check 26.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, baby. It's a long day for you.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Go, sir.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Right there in the middle. 55. You're not ready. You're not ready. 55. I'm coming after you.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Hey, let us catch the damn
Picked
ball.
off at the 35.
He
will score.
catch.
Touchdown, Miami.
They act like they didn't want us to
So
catch
they go
that.
on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Watch the pass. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. 52's the Mike, boy, 52.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward.
Stupid.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That nigga right
So
there.
second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They give to Taylor. And an alley to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Exactly.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Exactly.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Shut up.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Like the same look shit you did.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Nigga, you got a pick 6 too. What are you talking about? You got a pick 6 too. What are you talking about? Yeah, you did too. You got a pick 6. You got a pick 6. You got a pick 6.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That dude is not that good.
Go! Slam, slam, slam!
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump off, but it'll set up third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
No chance! No chance!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Watch QB drop! Watch QB drop! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Stop your whining. 52. Mike 52. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Come on. West. Under crunch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I needed that.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep, I believe so.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On third down, he'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Marlon Mack.
If I was you, I would definitely get out of that.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I tell you about close his leg.
Here's Johnson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Get up,
that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for the sig on 4th down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Do that again. Okay, hey, do that again. Yeah,
after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
46, boy, 46.
Now Johnson throwing again.
Idiot.
And that is caught.
I thought I couldn't move the ball. He said I couldn't move the ball. He said I couldn't move the ball.
Touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Move it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
I thought you said I couldn't move the ball. I thought you said I couldn't move the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay. Okay.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
We're not worried about that.
Run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because
field goal. What you gonna do?
Why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just feeling
what you gonna do, buddy?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run with Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Okay. I want you to press. Okay. I just
the Raider offense
want you to press my dude again,
started.
Okay? That's
they
all
have
I want.
the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now
I think they go a little bit deeper
into their
playbook. That's it.
They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 8.
Got his ass. Don't throw that.
Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I bet he right there wide open.
From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Wasting clock again.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor.
We'll get it up all day.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short
of first. All day.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go.
We'll get it up all day, baby.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Keep out of bounds, huh?
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they're
always get up
spotted.
the mic, man. That's how we say it.
The Dolphins have
always
the
try to
line
get off
ready
the
for the
mic.
next drive. They're down
I
in this
hate
game.
that.
A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter or whatever terminology they use.
As soon as the game want to get nitty-gritty, you guys want to get off the mic.
Right there.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Push him further and further
I
towards
really
the
don't.
sideline.
I do not like
really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
I always
They
want to
really
get
had
off
a
the mic
picket
and shit.
fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, Johnson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
There we go again. This tip shit.
Picked off near the 34.
Nah, stop. Get off the mic. Nigga, you always trying to get on the mic when something good
That's
happens.
a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to fire it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it
That shit's so
and pull in the
whack.
interception.
But you barely winning. Now you want to get. Now you want to get back on the mic.
On 1st down,
You suck.
Taylor.
Yeah. Keep getting back on the mic when something good happens for you.
Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw them trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving
You're lucky they saved you right there.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep down the field.
Pussy.
And that will be
Get up out of here.
incomplete.
That's all me too. That's all me too. That's all me too. I'm on that pussy. I'm on. He's pussy to me.
They don't want to squander it with third
He's
down
pussy to me.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah. Don't go back to him. Leave him alone. He's locked. Leave him alone. Yeah, leave him alone. He's locked.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I told you, you better leave him alone.
You're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Hey, you better leave him alone.
I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me good field position. Oh, yeah. Hello? See? Off the mic again. That's all I be saying, man. This nigga is such.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Shit. Shit. Got caught in the wrong shit. Damn.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22
Man, get out. Man, I'm dude talking to you, nigga. You always want to get out the mic when something happens and then get back on. I'm done talking to you. I'm done. I'm done talking.
He is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We go! 18 Gator.
Go, go, go.
Hey, high 7.
46, boy.
46.
Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Looking to throw. Johnson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Johnson. His throw caught at about the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Johnson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Let's go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Johnson now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
3 buzz. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Swing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check.
Here's Taylor. And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Given 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, it's Taylor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, G. Check 31, check 31.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A big off.